Hey gamers, it's G from the corner, and today we're going to be checking out Spinfrog, released on the Nintendo Switch last year. I just heard about this game recently from a big video from a big YouTuber. You might have heard of him. I don't know, maybe a little Ant-Man. Ant-Man might have talked about this game and a few other indie games on Switch, and the second I heard of this game, I'm not even joking, I went straight to the eShop before the video was even over, because, oh my god, somebody made Kururin, but on the Switch. Now, if you don't know, Kururin is a game series Nintendo made mostly in the Japanese region. I think Europe got one of them. They only got one of them on the Game Boy Advance. Back around the early 2000s. It's about a bird in a little helicopter, and you have to guide him through courses without bumping the bumpers of the helicopter into a wall. This game is literally just that. There is nothing really, there's no hiding it. And it's about cute animals in the same kind of helicopter setting with power-ups, and you still go through levels by spinning a propeller and making sure not to hit the sides of the walls. There's a few subtle changes to the gameplay formula. In the original, you could either speed up or slow down your vehicle. Now you can still slow down your vehicle, but you could speed up your propellers instead of the vehicle itself. So your top speed is the main speed. There's no better, you can only really go for more precision, not really quicker movements, right? And you know what, I would say I'd be more upset about it, but if the game is designed with this in mind, I think it's one of those hey, why do we need to make the game work with this go fast mechanic? If the game works without it, then we don't need to include it in the game. We can make the game simpler, right? And I think for the most part it does. I've almost finished the game at this point, and I gotta say, I really enjoy it. I highly recommend it. I picked it up at $6, just so happened to be on sale. I think it's usually $25. Oh my god, dirt cheap, $6 Canadian. Oh my god, highly recommend this game already. It's very cute. The visuals are very nice. The levels are very nice as well. Those power-ups, aforementioned, similarly to Kururin Squash, which was the GameCube version. A few levels will have you, pick up things where it's okay, hey, you have these hands, you could pick up items and place them elsewhere, or break some items with boxing gloves, or spray water on items. Nothing too crazy, but it's kind of fun stuff. The characters, once again, are very cute, and they have little dialogue. There's kind of a bit of narrative going on about this frog wanting to do something. I kind of forget what, if I'm being honest, but a lot of the characters have very cute things to say. I really like that cat who was very shy and wants to open up an ice cream store. The game's very pretty. The game, it's another style I've seen used in a number of indie games. Untitled Goose Game and a few others come to mind, I think off the top of my head. But I've seen this before, but I think it looks really well, and it really fits this kind of game, This is kind of what I feel like a new Kururin game should look like if Nintendo were to ever, for some ungodly reason, release one. Because the Nintendo of today would not release a game as hard as Kururin or as hard as Frogspin. Frogspin all aboard the Frogcopter. That's full name. I had to say the full name at some point in the video. The game is very it's unforgiving, but the levels are always only about 2 minutes long. No checkpoints, unlike I think Kururin Squash had them. I actually just played all these games. I played Squash last year, I played the GBA one earlier when it came to NSO, and now I'm checking this out, and this is probably the best version of all this. All of them, like the others, it's very cute, very pretty. The music is very nice, but the music in this game, oh my god. The music in the other games was, was very cute and bubbly, but it's this jazzy bossa nova. I really hope I didn't just say bossa nova for no reason. The soundtrack, it's so great. It puts me in just such a jovial mood. You're definitely hearing it in the background right now. I might use it a few other times in some videos if I need to just find some music, because it's so good. Although I do have an issue with it, slight issue. In previous Kururin games, there was different songs for every level, but in this game, it kind of just goes on shuffle with a few of the songs in the game's soundtrack every time you play a level, right? You'll, I'll start a new level, I'll be like, oh, new music, and then I'll, press the restart button and it'll just play the main theme of the game, and I'm like, oh, well, still really good music, but, I kind of wish it was they had each song designated to a level, even if, a few levels had to share music, it's fine, but, I just kind of wish each level had its own distinct musical identity. It really helped me feel more of a sense of progression as I played through this, admittedly, very grueling game. Once again, it is very tough, and I'm not going to dog too many points for this, because really, I feel like it's overdone to just nitpick at the slightest visual and performance hiccups. But, okay, well, first of all, there's no performance hiccups in this game at all. It's a solid, I think, 60 I can't read frame rates. I mean, like, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But I think it runs at 60. And you know, every once in a while, maybe I'll bump into something a bit too hard and the game will go crazy and start spazzing out. Actually, that reminds me, I was thinking of a very specific situation. I forgot to talk about this. You could actually customize the little helicopter your guy flies around in. This was a thing in the past Kururin games, but you can go a bit crazier this time, right? You could always give the propellers a different color or pattern and give the cockpit a different color, but now you can also give the frog little hats. They're really expensive and I haven't bought any of them yet, but I think they are very adorable. And that's really what this game is a cozy game that will break your spine, all right? Don't let the looks deceive you. This game is a tough one for sure, but a very, very enjoyable one. It really feels motivating to want to go back and finish it. Like I said, I'm almost done the game, I think. If there's more content than what I'm already seeing, then I'll be very pleased, honestly. I feel like I'm at the end of a game like this, but if they want to surprise me and be like, you're only a third of the way there, then wow. Highly recommend this game. It's another great indie darling on the Switch. Weird that I reviewed 2 cozy, cute-looking Switch games back-to-back. Well, Switch indies back-to-back. I mean, I think this and Smile for Me are very, very different games. I would not recommend Alyssa this game. That's for sure. She would not. This game's way too hard for probably any of my friends, if I'm being honest. I don't mean to diss any of your gaming skills if any of them are watching this video, but this game can get pretty tough at times. And honestly, I think it's perfectly fine that way. I would highly recommend, I was about to say Kururin, Spinfrog, all aboard the Frogcopter. I don't know if it's still on sale. It probably isn't by the time this review goes up. But if you happen to want to check out a fun little game about frogs spinning a helicopter and breaking your back trying to beat it, then you know what? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. This game is most likely for you, as it was for me. That's going to do it for today's review. I hope you guys will keep yourselves cornered for more content just like this coming up in the following weeks. And I will see you guys on the next one later.